I want to review Lead Gen Prospector with you, okay? And at the end of the day, Lead Gen Prospector is our own internal D4Y or done for you list building service. And we offer this to our customers. And this used to be a situation where we only offered it to people in like high level coaching or people in our highest level mastermind programs. And that's not the scenario anymore. That's not the case. Traditionally, we only open up this offer every once in a while, but in this in this video, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a backdoor way to jump inside of the product, if you will. So first and foremost, right, our team uses, as of recording this video, uses Lead Kahuna and Lead Kahuna only to actually grab and scrape all of the business listings. So if you're not sure why to use Lead Kahuna, you should go look on the channel. You should go look on the blog. We have lots of videos about that. We talk about in depth why we use Lead Kahuna. Okay, gets more data, right? It's a great piece of software, and we suggest it, right? So the way that the done for you service works, right? The way that Lead Gen Prospector works is based upon what we call jobs, okay? And a job or one job is two things. It's you choosing one niche or vertical, right? And niche and vertical is the same thing, right? Tell us dentists, tell us doctors, tell us optometrists, tell us concrete, tell us float tanks, tell us whatever it is that you want, right? Whatever keyword you want us to go after, whatever niche you want us to go after, and then up to 10 cities, okay? And we used to only do this in the United States, and now we're doing this all over the world. And you give us that, and then we are going to come back to you, okay, when the job is done, okay? And we're going to give you the data. So we run we run those jobs for you, and that's how that works. And the plans that we have are based upon jobs. Okay, so how many jobs and what's the turnaround time that we'll give you? And so the plan that we sell is we will do one job, turn around every 3 days for you. Okay, for $199 a month. All right, so we have people that get jobs that are quite literally, 2,000 leads, 1,000 leads in one job, right? And you multiply that out for the month, like that could be 9 or 10 jobs. Like you could have 15,000, 20,000, 10,000, 30,000, 40,000 even leads in 1 month for $199. See, the thing when you're using tools like Lead Kahuna, you need proxies, right? It's going to take up your computer space and your bandwidth, and it's got to run, and you need CAPTCHAs. You don't have to worry about all that, right? My team will do it for you. And then like we've taken it a complete another step forward where then you can kind of give my team some extra things to do on your behalf. You can say, I want you to, I'm prospecting for reputation, for example. Get rid of anybody that has 5 stars. No problem. We'll do that for you. Okay. I want you to automatically, put this list. I want you to upload this list after you guys get done running it, filter out anybody that has a 5-star reputation, right? And then upload it to Prospect Rocket into my Prospect Rocket account. No problem. You could say, I want you guys to filter out everybody that has a 5-star reputation. And then I want you guys to go do email verification with Never Bounce or Unbounce. And then I want you guys to push it into a Google Sheet, right? Push all the data into a Google Sheet, and you can tell us the Google Sheet and connect your Google account, and it can be an existing Google Sheet, right? And then that Google Sheet could be automatically set to pull in new leads into your QuickMail system. If you're using QuickMail, for example, for outbound email. And those are the 2 main platforms that we recommend, Prospect Rocket and QuickMail. And so we've set up all kinds of time-saving things because we want to be your list building team. But really at the end of the day, what we really want to do is enable you to get the heck out of the way so that your outbound email is happening, right? And it's a system that you guys can run and that you guys can count on. And don't get me wrong, like there's always initial work set up with everything that you do. But what we found over the years, what I found with coaching quite literally hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of agencies one-on-one and in small groups and one-to-many is that most often their success is quite literally tied to, are they building lists of prospects and are they sending out their prospecting messages, yes or no? And folks, like the ones that, the people that I'm able to help are constantly, every day prospecting. The ones that come to me and they're like, Joe, thanks so much for helping me build my business, but I'm struggling again. It's like, yeah, let's boil it down to what really matters, right? Are you prospecting every day, right? How many conversations are you having with, people in your market every day? Oh, not very many. I mean, what do you expect, right? So fundamentally, a list builder is the first thing I believe that you should be outsourcing in your business. The very, very first thing. It's so critical that I decided to take it upon myself to provide you that service and at a crazy discount. Okay, running all these jobs on your behalf, okay, having an additional computer, paying a VA to run it, having proxies. Trust me when I say that's going to cost you $800, $900, $1,000 or more each and every month to do. And we only charge $199 a month. Right? So this is my labor of love back to you to help you where you need it first. Okay, to help you stay mean and lean and to keep those freaking profits so you can reinvest them back into your business so that you really can build that business of your dreams, right? So without further ado, we're going to jump into Lead Gen Prospector. I'm going to show you guys how this works. So when you log in, this is what you guys are going to see. And this is my account. You can see that I've submitted 509 jobs. 509 of the jobs were complete. And here you guys can see how many leads the team has generated for me. Okay, and this is just the dashboard of where you submit all your orders, where you guys can download your orders, where you can set up your automations and the things you want the team to do. Okay, think of this as the middleman between you and the team and actually doing it, the team actually doing it for you, right? So 242,783 leads, all right? So here are all the leads. You can see that here I can open in Google Sheets or I can download the CSV. And the app is really simple. So I just want to walk you through really quick how it works. So we're going to go add job. And here's where you're going to put in your search query or your niche or your niche or your vertical, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so let's say float tank. Let's say we're going after this vertical. You then can add cities one by one, and again, a job is up to 10 cities. So if I were you, maximize the cities. Use as many of them as you can, aka use all 10. Or you can get it by order of population, and these are order of population in the United States, okay? So we've done a little bit of heavy lifting for you guys, or you guys can add your own cities. So I'm just going to hit popular cities because I'm lazy right now in this demo. And I'll just use the top 10 highest populated cities in the US. We're going to click next. And here's where you set up what we call automations. And guys, at the end of the day, automations are simply groups of tasks that you want my team to do for you with the list. That's what I want you to think of it as. So we can push contacts to analytic call tracking and put them in a block of phone calls to make or an auto dialer campaign. We can save to an existing spreadsheet. And the reason why you would want to use this is, let's say that you had another CRM or cold email platform that you could pull those leads then from the spreadsheet into, right? So we use this and recommend this to people that are using QuickMail. Or you could use something like Zapier to then zap it into whatever else that you wanted. This image add-on is really cool. Any of the fields that we get back when we're doing the list build that have a URL, you can go take a screenshot of those here, okay? And these are just these are the different places that have URLs, right? So we can take the website URL and then we can apply a pre-existing template over top of it and actually overlay it, or you can add your own template. So I could say that their Facebook pixel is missing, and this is what it would look like, right? Or I could say, your site URL exit pop up, right? So guys, this is crazy. It is a huge win, huge win for personalizing emails, which helps get much better response rates. So this is a huge win. We'll close this out. You can run the list cleaning. And guys, just think of list cleaning like list filtering, right? It's like get rid of anybody that doesn't have an email if you wanted, or get rid of anybody that has a 5-star reputation, because I want to pitch reputation and I don't want to waste my time prospecting people that already have a good one. Or if they're in this city or they're not located here, don't include them. It's just like it's cleaning up your list. If the prospect or the business is in this Google My Business category, right, get rid of them. It's not the right fit. It's not really the business I want to go after, right? We then have an integration for Prospect Rocket, so we can push contacts into Prospect Rocket. And then we have email verification with Never Bounce and Unbounce. And so you guys can turn this on, right? And then you guys can drag and drop this list. So you could say, first I want to run a list cleaning, and then you can save your settings here, right? And so I'm not going to take you guys through it step by step, but once you set up how you want a list cleaning done, you can give it a name, right? So this is one. So what I want you guys to see is this is drag and drop, but I want you guys to understand this also controls the order. So if I want to filter my list or list clean, right? Do I want to do that before or after I run the image ad? Well, I don't need to make images of people's websites and such that I'm getting rid of. So I would just use this, right? Then I can say save to an existing sheet or do the email verification, right? I'd choose whatever one I use and drop my API key, right? And then I'd drag it wherever I want it. Like do that last, okay? And then I can even put a name on the automation. So I could say JT demo video AMA, and I could click save automation. Okay, then I could use this, right? Yeah, man, I want to use that automation I just chose. And then last but not least, I'll get a preview of the entire job, right? So here's the search query float tank, here's my cities, here's all the additional data points that it's going to pull back on. So these are all data points that we get from I hate saying in videos. These are all additional data points that we pull back from Lead Kahuna. And then these are the automations that we're going to run, right? We're going to run the list cleaning, which is called Joe Demo -no FB pixel. Then we're going to run the image add-on, for example. And then I click submit, and that job has been added, right? So your job has entered our queue and will be completed within 72 hours. We'll notify you via email when the job is complete. So when I go to the dashboard, I'm going to see that here. Right, here's the job, and you can see that the status is running. So somebody on my team actually already picked this up, and they're already taking this order and running it inside of Lead Kahuna on your behalf. So then it says estimated delivery time, July 11th. Again, we turn around jobs in 3 days. Then activity, you can see you just created, or I just created this automation, and then I created this new job. And so you'll be able to see step by step the activity, and you'll be able to see my team picking things up and delivering it. But it doesn't really stop there. What I want you guys to know is that you guys can keep adding jobs, and so you can stack up the jobs. Remember, you only get one job in the queue, and the turnaround time is roughly 3 days, okay? But you could set up your list building in 15 or 20 minutes for the next month, 2 months, 3 months by just adding the jobs, right? So add the job now. Again, we went after float tanks the first time. Let's say that we were going after flat tank, float tank. And let's say this time we want to go after popular cities, right? Not 1 through 10. We want to go through 11 through 20. Then we want to set the same automation that we used before and then hit submit. Yep, this is the exact thing I want to do. Hit submit form. Can you guys see? I hope that you guys can see. Give me some feedback. Those of you guys joining us live on the AMA, give me some feedback if you could see how quite literally you can do your entire month's list building or 6 months list building in 10 or 5, 10, 15 minutes inside this platform once you've set up your automations, right? And it's done. It's cruising. Okay, and that's the goal behind Lead Gen Prospector. So I hope that helps. I hope that gives you guys a little bit of context. You guys understand what we're trying to do for you. So demo takeaways. Again, what I want you guys to take away here, and I left this blank on purpose, is that our goal is to help you I don't know how to put this, right? Help you with your first hire. How about help you delay your first hire? Let us let us do your list building and I'm just going to put in quotes, automation. And I only say that because you guys just watch this video. You understand the capabilities, right? You kind of get where our headspace is at. If I just told somebody automation, it wouldn't make sense in this context. But let us do your list building and automation tasks for you. A quarter of what you would spend to have a VA do it. Okay, and I really mean that. I've done the math. I've broken this down: $800 to $1,000 paying a VA full time to run your list, or even part time to run your list at overseas wages, $3 to $5 an hour. Having another computer to do it, proxies and all the associated tasks. It quite literally is saving you guys 75%. So you guys have the option here to do that. And again, it's $199 a month. You get a job delivered every 3 days. So think of it like this, like you're getting on average, let's see, 9 times 3 is 27. So I think on average each month is 28 days. So you're gonna get 9 jobs completed on average a month for you. That could range from 1,000 leads or 500 leads to 2,000 leads per job. Okay, for just $199 a month, all right? So again, I put together a bonus package for you guys. So the bonus here is I'm gonna give you guys my cold email templates and also my cold email domination training, which is gonna take you guys step by step, right? Take you guys from getting the list to actually turning that list into an automated kind of evergreen prospecting sequence that you guys can work on and you guys can count on day in and day out to grow your business and to get you guys meeting with business owners on a daily or every other day, type of frequency so that you have the opportunity to pitch your services to help local businesses and ultimately thrive in this business. So you guys can pick up Lead Gen Prospector for, again, $199 a month at digitaltriggers.io/LGP. And guys, again, I understand why we made this, and it was to serve you, right? I found that there was a big gap between people that were successful and people that weren't. And ultimately, at the end of the day, for me, it was people that were prospecting. It was people that were getting out emails every day to cold prospects and getting their attention and having meetings every week with brand new prospects to grow their business. Okay, let me take on some of the weight that you would have to endure bringing on a VA, training a VA to do this, right? And I've went down this path, right? Paying for the software, paying for the proxies, paying for all the virtual private servers or computers, and then having to manage the person day to day, right? I'm sure you guys have been there and played that game. It's not fun, right? So take me up on my offer, save yourself a whole lot of time, effort, money, and heartache, and just let me and my team fill your leads up, right? Fill your prospecting lists up.